Well, I like telling stories, so I thought I'd tell you a story today because today is my 4th wedding anniversary. And it's not just to my wife, it's to my best friend, my lover, my everything. And I'm not doing this just to get points, although it might help. But anyway, but what I wanted to tell you about is I want to tell you a story about how we met and how we got to today. I had been through 2 divorces and a death of fiance from 2014 to 2017. I was pretty down. I was pretty negative, and there was a lot of things going on with me. And I put myself through counseling, and then I ended up going through an alternative counseling that really helped me. It dealt with auras and things that I would have never believed in before, but it just worked out that I did believe in it because it was helping, and it worked. And if it works, then there you go. That's all that matters, right? So in 2018, I met this person on Our Time, and I hated dating sites. And I didn't remember because my niece had put me on it after my first divorce. I put myself on the dating site and then quickly remembered why I didn't like dating sites. I finally got fed up and I said, okay, that's it. I started taking myself off of sites, and Our Time was the only one that for some reason I felt like it was something there. I don't know what it was. I could never answer that question. But Our Time was the one that I decided, okay, I'm not getting off the site. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that only 5 miles outside of my area that's all I'll accept. And I said, no, I'm not interested in hookups. I'm not interested in long distance dating. I'm not interested in any of that. If you are further than 5 miles out, don't bother. My bio, I said, I am sick and tired of this Sears and Roebuck catalog of dating. That was the key words that caught my wife's eyes. I all of a sudden got this thing because she was living an hour and a half away from where I'm at. So anyway, so she says, I'm sorry that I'm breaking your rules, but I would like to meet you. I did end up taking myself off of all the sites, and I sent her, told her, here's my telephone number. Let's text and talk this way instead because I'm getting off all the sites. Well, almost immediately after that, I got a number from Texas, a couple states away. And and I said, how did you get my number? And the person responded, well, you gave it to me. So now I'm thinking, hold on, is this her or is that her? And now is she real? I started doubting myself on that. But the one thing I didn't think about was I'm a realtor and I have all my information all over the internet. Hello. So anyway, we did finally meet. And I was kind of a little nervous because my problem that I had was when I fall for somebody, I fall for somebody real hard. And I know right off the bat when I meet them that they're either the one or they're not. And I was fighting against myself with that because I didn't want to have the same problem all over again. I wanted to get out of the rut. So now I've got my brain and my heart fighting with each other. And as a result of it, she sensed that and she decided to push me away. She wasn't responding. Well, the longer she didn't respond, the more I wanted her. And so eventually we did end up going on our first date, which was nice. And it got cut short because I had a friend that I had promised I would help and forgot that it was that day. And got a text reminder from that friend. And she told me, well, you've got to go help that friend. Well, little did I know, once again, she was trying to just push me off. And I found this all out afterwards. We finally did start dating and having some fun. And all along, she kept on saying, well, you didn't want to date anybody this far, so what about others? And I finally just said, you know what? There are no others anymore. There's just not going to be. If there were, they would have worked out already, and they didn't work out. She told me that one of her things was that she was Fiona in the mornings, just like the ogre in Shrek. Okay, so she tells me this. And I kind of laughed it off, thought it was funny. But one day I found out that she was definitely that ogre in the morning. and so anyway, so along comes 2019, July 26th, and her son had asked him for her hand in marriage. And he said, wait a year. I said, okay, I will. So I decided to dress up as Shrek because she's Fiona. And I dressed up as Shrek and went to her work with help of everybody in her work and proposed as Shrek to Fiona. She did say yes, and we did wait a year. Well, that year was in the middle of this little thing called a pandemic. It was July 26th, 2020, that we got married. And we've had 4 happy years since then. And she's still definitely Fiona without the coffee. But, you know, and I like prodding her a little bit because that's just my thing. She doesn't understand that, but she goes with the flow. And we have fun. I won't say we don't have our arguments, but you know what? We work it through, and I would never change a thing about her. Take that back. Only one thing. I would have married her a lot sooner, many, many years ago, because then I would have had more years with her. To my wife, thank you for 4 wonderful years, and I hope we have many, many more to come. I love you. You are my best friend. You are my lover. You're my everything.